apply for many bursaries as you can. Your appeal is unsuccessful. Yo, guys, I lost my bursary. That I would say it was the beginning of, and that was that, guys. I was failing, and that bursary rejected me. Like it just rejected me. Apply to as many universities as you can. Like, I want to be an accountant. Like, I want to earn a lot of money. I realized that no, man, why am I studying this course? Hey wonderful people, my name is Taita and welcome to my YouTube channel. The mistake that you don't want to do is not to apply. Like in your grade 12, apply to as many universities as you can. Apply for many bursaries as you can, especially if you know that NFAS it's not gonna accept you. One thing that you need to note is that your first year experience, it starts way before you even get accepted to varsity. It starts in your matric. The decisions and actions that you take or make, they're going to determine your experience at your first year. So with me, I had two top options: accounting science and Bachelor of Education. With Bachelor of Education, the intention was like, I love talking in front of people, interacting with people. I love becoming a teacher and teaching people. So that was the reason I wanted to study Bachelor of Education. And then with accounting science, it was that thing like I want to be an accountant. Like I want to earn a lot of money. I want to, like, do you get like status of like I'm studying the accounting science? It was just all that, and with the reason that accountants earn a lot of money. So that was the intention behind me wanting to study Bachelor of Accounting. So that's the mistake you don't want to do. Don't do a course just because of money, which was the mistake that I did. Doing a degree at university, you need to have a clear vision, a clear goal of why you want to do that certain degree. You can't just do it because there's money. You will need more than that reason to do it, because it's not easy. It requires a lot of hard work. So you need to choose something that you love and you are passionate about. So with me, my story began beginning of the year. It's matric. We are done. We're waiting for our results. So I got my results. And I performed quite well. It was very great. I applied for different university, but my university of preference, it was University of Limpopo. Guys, let me tell you, during the video, please excuse the flies that are in my room because they like budging into my videos. So forgive them. So yes, my choice was I want to study at University of Limpopo because I wanted to be close to home. So I got accepted at University of Limpopo, which was exciting, which was amazing. But the only problem was that I didn't have a bursary. So I got accepted, which was nice and exciting. So now I'm stressed, Gucci, who's going to fund my studies? Because I applied for NFAS, knowing quite well that I don't qualify, and I was just so relaxed. I didn't apply to many bursaries. I only applied to one bursary, which was for Bachelor of Accounting, and that bursary rejected me. Like it just rejected me because I didn't pass like with flying colors, 6 distinctions, 5 distinctions. So it was like So the good part, I performed well, but not super well for me to qualify that bursary that rejected me. So a few days later, after I was accepted at University of Limpopo, I got a merit bursary, which was amazing and great. That merit bursary, it only pays for your fees and only that, and the rest you do for yourself. So it was better than nothing. So that's why I said it's very important for you to apply to as many bursaries as you can, especially if you know what you are not qualifying for NFAS. And don't be like Oscar that thing oh, I'm performing quite well, I'm doing my best, so bursaries are just gonna call me. They just, yes, that can happen, but it doesn't happen most of the time. That's why it's important for us to apply. So I got accepted to study Bachelor of Accounting Science. Little did I know that it's the beginning of a horror movie. Little did I know. As I told you, that my two options were Bachelor of Accounting and education. So the main thing, I wanted to do education, but they accepted me with Bachelor of Accountancy because of excitement. I didn't even care, like, if I'm studying accounting science, which it's not really something that I want to do. I didn't care. So the other mistake that you don't want to do is don't let excitement to take over you, especially if you're going to do your first year. Like, understand, really sit down with yourself. Do you really want to do this course? Is it beneficial? Is it something that you can do for the rest of your life? Like, really investigate and really understand, because doing a degree, it's like something, it's a lifetime thing, and we need to be wise when we're choosing the kind of courses that we want to venture into. So okay, it's fine, I got accepted. Everything was amazing, guys, because I was excited. So the bursary that I got, they said, Taita, you qualified for a bursary, you have to send your application. Which is what I did. I sent my application to the university, to the financial aid office. I did that. So after sending my application, my parents are excited that I have a bursary that it's going to fund my tuition fees. So what they did, they gave me money, which was a lot, guys. Like, considering the fact you are from matric, where you carry 10 rands, 20 rands, sometimes 50. So now they're giving you thousands of money, and at that time you're still young, we have never had that money before. So they gave me money, and okay, I did some valuable things like buying a laptop, buying a new phone, because those things are the most mandatory things, especially if you're at university, because most of the things now, they happen online. So another mistake that you don't want to do is to use your money recklessly. Always make sure that you budget. So with me, what I did not budget. I was just spending money, like, you get me? Like, I didn't know anything about budgeting, saving. I didn't even care. So that was the mistake that I did, that I think you can avoid. So, and my parents told me, Taita, this money, you have to take care of it, don't overspend, just buy yourself clothes, because at university we don't have uniform, we wear our casual clothes. Girl did not listen. I was buying food. If you know me, you know I love food, so I would buy food. Like, I would just use the money recklessly, which was a bad decision. So okay, it's fine, life continues. I am in my first year. I'm doing accounting science. February classes are starting, and when classes are starting around March, around February, mid-February, now reality kicks in. For me, now reality kicks in because now they are teaching us to be accountants. So when I was busy there studying, I realized that no man, why am I studying this course? But that thing is not that really deep in my mind, but it was just something that will come to my mind most often, to say, Taita, why are you doing this course? Like, what's happening? Because now excitement has ended. Now reality kicks in. You have to study, you have to attend classes, you have to be present. So okay, it's fine. I was present to do my to attend classes, which was difficult to attend classes because remember, I'm staying at home and we're attending online. And online, it's like you can decide to attend or not attend. So I was not that consistent with attending my online classes. I just didn't care. I was not used to studying online, like, so it was just difficult for me to adapt. So I just did not attend that much. And life continues. Now it's March. And keep note that I'm failing. At this point, February to March, we've started writing our test one, we've started writing quizzes, and I was failing. Like, I was failing. From being a bright student to now failing, it was like, what's happening? Why am I failing? And I started failing, guys. I don't know why, but I would just feel, and I was studying so hard. To think that I was studying so hard, like, I would just fail. So that's another thing to note, like, when you're going to university, is that, like, things can happen that they don't usually happen, and you need to be okay with them, and you need to really continue without having to stress and whatnot. So it's fine, I'm failing. And March began, I lost my bursary. Just like that, I lost my bursary. And that, I would say, it was the beginning of and that was that, guys. I just lost my bursary. And yeah, bana ko ya hlaka-hlakana, like, wa hlaka-hlakana, guys. Yo. So now, guys, I told you that it's important to budget and don't use money recklessly. Now I lost my bursary. Like, the money, it's finished. My parents, they don't know, so I have to tell them that, oh, I lost my bursary, and also the money is finished. It was just gonna be a mess. So I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell them for the longest time. I just continued being stressed, sad, demotivated. It was just a lot to deal with. And I still had to be present to write my exams, to attend classes, to write quizzes, to write assignments. I've tried, guys, to at least be present. Like, I've tried my best. But unfortunately, I ended up failing my module. I ended up failing my module. So now it's problem after problem. I failed, I lost my bursary, I finished my money. It's just stress. So okay, with regard to the bursary, how I lost my bursary is that I sent a plain application instead of the one that I filled, and I realized that after applications were closed, so there was nothing they can do because applications are closed. You didn't submit your application, so that's how I lost it. I went to the financial aid to say, is there anything that could be done? At least, like, I don't have anyone to fund me. My phone. So they were like, nothing, there's nothing that we can do, like, it's your mistake. So another mistake that you don't want to do is not to check your emails. Like, be familiar with checking your emails, your Outlook, your Blackboard. Make sure that you are aware of what's happening in your emails. So now I was Wikisita. So there was nothing they can do. So I had to pay for my fees. Guys, it was hard. I don't want to lie, it was hard. So from that moment, I had to trust God. Like, I had no other option but to trust God. As I told you that I applied for NFAS. So I still had the hope that, okay, it's fine. NFAS rejected me, but I appealed. At least they're going to accept my appeal. That was my hope. I was trusting God to say, God, even if it's not possible, like, they're going to accept my application. Because they said it's rejected because the salary is greater than 350 what. But I was like, God, like, something has to happen. Like, my faith was like, I was like hoping for the best. And then the other day, I was like, always I will check my application of NSFAS to see if they have replied me or not. They took long to reply, and finally they responded, and they were like, your application is unsuccessful. Your appeal is unsuccessful. Guys, it was like, okay. I was like, what am I gonna do? My application was unsuccessful. I did not believe it. I was like, God, I've trusted you so much. Why would this application say unsuccessful? Like, I reloaded the thing, and still your appeal is unsuccessful. And that was that. I had to deal with rejection after rejection, failure after failure, which was even more hard, like, to deal with. I was failing. I was not, guys, I loved accounting. I was performing very well in accounting, but for some odd reason I was failing, like, accounting. Like, I was failing it so bad. Like, so it's okay. In that moment I had to really trust God. Like, I had to really depend and fully surrender and trust God. So I was like, God, I don't know what to do. I'm not about to tell my parents that I lost my bursary. I'm not about to tell anybody that this is what's happening. So, guys, another mistake is that talk about things. Don't hold back, or don't, like, speak, because there's help when you speak. So one thing about me, I just don't like speaking. So that's one thing that killed me. There was nobody to help me because I was not speaking, so it was just eating me alone. So it was just a lot, guys. It was so draining. It was so it's fine. I told God that, God, I'm trusting you to be my father. I'm trusting in you to provide for me. Like, I just want you to provide for me. I just want a bursary that's gonna fund my studies. So first semester was up, didn't have a bursary still, and I failed my module. So I was still trusting God that, God, you're going to do something. You're going to do a greater miracle inside of my life. I was praying, guys. I was just surrendering to God. So I'm distracted, guys. There are visitors. So okay, it's fine. Let me continue. So I prayed to God at that time. I was reading the Bible to say, God, make a way where there's no way. So 3 June, I received an SMS. Guys, I was so surprised. I received an SMS. They were like, Taita Babe, funded student, please submit your application. Yo, that was excitement for me. Like, I was excited, but at the same time I was unsure that, God, did you really do that for me? So I was unsure. I was excited at the same time, like, did they make a mistake or not? So I got a bursary from the school, not from the school, but it's just a bursary that was willing to pay for my fees. Keep in mind, I did not apply for this bursary. I did not apply. They just sent me a message and they were like, we need you to send your application. I was like, what? And okay, they sent that message. The whole month they didn't say anything. I sent my application through email. I made sure that everything is well written. I'm sending the right things, but they didn't get back to me. Like, for the longest time they didn't get back to me. And still I had to push with school. I had to do a course that I did not even enjoy. I had to do a course that was so draining for me. I still had to show up. I still had to be present, which was something that was not easy for me to do. Okay, it's fine. I continued in my doubting worry. Indeed, God has replied to my prayers. Okay, it's fine, no problem. I've tried to pick up, like, I studied, I went to campus to cross night so that I can at least catch up with my schoolwork, and everything went well. Second semester, it was much better. I was catching up. I was at least passing, like 50%, 60, like I was like at least improving. So I trusted that, okay, I have a bursary. When I received money, like in September, I went to a I trusted that I had a bursary when I received money for my allowances. So it was my allowances from February to September. So when I checked my phone, like, I've received this much money, I'm like, what's happening? And then, okay, guys, I was distracted. So I received that much money, and then I was like, what's happening? And then indeed God replied. I got a bursary that was paying for my fees. It was giving me allowance. It was just doing everything for me. And I'll forever be grateful for God for what he did for me inside of my life. And with this experience of mine, I just want to tell you that there's a lot that happened, just that I wanted to make it brief. So I just wanted to let you know that when we trust in God, things happen. When we fully depend, and trust that God will make a way where there's no way. He will show up like as he did for me. So if you're going to do your first year, you're in matric, look, prepare for your first year while you're still in your grade 12, and everything will definitely go well. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. So please hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I post another video. Bye. So the first thing is to apply to as many videos as apply to as many bursaries. Guys, why would I say videos? Why?